Please subscribe my channel. And press the bell icon button, like, comment, share. The 22LR is one of the most effective cartridges for hunting small game and is also a favorite of just about every survival expert out there, making it a great value for your money. 22LR ammunition is affordable and easy to find. Plus, the caliber's small size, especially when compared to the size of a rifle, makes it manageable for even small shooters. While there are probably several that would fit the bill as the best 22LR rifles, we've broken down our favorite rifles for pleasure shooting and hunting. The 22LR is a great starter rifle for new gun enthusiasts and is still a staple for veteran firearm aficionados. They're the most fun and affordable guns to shoot, and a house without one is as desolate as a Monday is long. The 22LR also has a lot of practical uses. If you want a cheap weapon for backyard plinking, it's unbeatable. Nothing else can match it when it comes to cost and hunting prowess in such a small package.
The 457 training rifle. It all starts with our classic 452 platform, transitioning to our switch barrel 455, and now manifested in our push-to-fire 457. The training rifle is most famous in the niche of rimfire competition. With all the same features as always had, the 457 training rifle has a 24.8-inch barrel, adjustable tangent rear sight, and beechwood stock with Schnabel forend. With a long sight radius and crisp iron sights, it's no wonder the training rifle has become a favorite in open sight rimfire sporter competition. It's also an ideal rifle for introducing youth to the shooting sports. The training rifle is shipped with a 5-round magazine, but single-shot adapters and 10-round magazines are available.
And I can't believe we've had this YouTube channel now for close to 2 years, and we have not talked about the H001. It's commonly known as the Classic. It is chambered in 22 long rifle, also 22 long and 22 short. But before I go over the specs on the H001 Classic, let's do some shooting. All right, start close. All right, I'm out. If you were counting, that was 15 rounds of 22 long rifle. Now let's go over some of the specs on the H001 Classic. The H001 Classic really put Henry Repeating Arms as we know it today on the map. They started producing these rifles and started shipping them in 1997. So this rifle was the first rifle that Henry actually produced and started shipping. Now it is 2018 and over 1 million of the H001 rifles have been produced. Here recently at SHOT Show in 2018, the 1 millionth Henry rifle was put on display and actually sold at an auction. And I can tell you that this rifle, that even though it is the baseline for Henry Repeating Arms and also their first rifle, it does come with a lot of features. And if you're looking to get into lever guns without spending a lot of money, you may want to consider the H001. Not only does the rifle look really nice, all the H001s come with a walnut stock. Also, the barrel is blued, and it does hold 15 rounds of 22 long rifle. It holds 21 rounds of the 22 short, but it does have a rear notch leaf sight, and it does have a bladed front sight that has a hood on top of it. This will help cut down on any kind of light glare. Now, not only is this rifle pretty, it will flat out shoot. Now, let's head over to the rifle range and see what this rifle can do once I put a scope on it and see what kind of accuracy we can get out of the H001. I'm now on the rifle range. I have a target set up downrange at 50 yards, and I'm just curious what kind of group we can get out of the H001. I'm gonna be shooting some Federal match ammunition, but I took the liberty putting a nice little Leupold scope on here. This is their Freedom Rimfire scope. This is a 3x9x40, and I also am using some Leupold rings to mount the scope onto the H001. The rings are available at the Henry Pride website. So if you're curious about getting some good quality rings for your H001, you can go over to Henry Pride and pick them up. But let's see what kind of grouping we can get out of the H001 at 50 yards. All right, as you can tell, that group is probably about the size of a quarter, maybe a little bit less at 50 yards. It pretty much just ate the center out of that target. Needless to say, the H001 is definitely minted a squirrel at 50 yards. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're just starting to get into lever guns, or you want to start to get into lever guns and you don't want to pay a lot of money for it, you may want to consider the H001, the Henry Classic.
It's unlike any rifle in your collection today. It's packed from stock to barrel with one seriously tight group of features. Hi, I'm John Fink from Marlin Firearms, and I'm here today to tell you about what's made the Marlin XT the new leader in rimfire rifles. The Marlin XT22 is loaded with the latest and greatest features, like a 2-position safety, as well as a trigger block safety, and reduced bolt opening force for easy operation by new shooters. And every Marlin XT22 rifle comes with our patented micro groove rifling, which provides superior accuracy. This is a rifling process that's only available on Marlin rifles and has been on all rimfire rifles from the Marlin line since 1963. The Marlin XT22 synthetic stocks have been totally redesigned to be more ergonomic through the buttstock, through the pistol grip, as well as molded in sling swivel studs. Pass on your love of shooting with our Marlin XT22 Youth Series, the perfect rifle for youth or small frame shooters. The Marlin XT22 Youth has been specifically designed with a reduced length of pull, as well as a reduced grip diameter and reduced trigger reach, as well as a raised comb height to help get youth and young shooters off on the right start. And the XT22 Youth rifle can grow with the child as well, with aftermarket accessory stocks available. Whether you're new to the sport or a seasoned pro, the Marlin XT22 is the perfect choice for reliability, accuracy, and just plain fun.
Here, thank you for joining us on this video. We're here to show you the new Ruger American Rimfire Target model. Ruger has been in the top of the rimfire game for years. The Mark Series pistols, the 1022, 7722, SR22 pistol, and now the Ruger American Rimfire. So it takes the great features of the Ruger American centerfire rifles, puts them in the rimfire, with the added bonus of 1022 style magazines. So available in 22 long rifle, uses a 1022 magazine, and also available in 22 mag and in 17 HMR like this model. So this new Target model features a soft rubber butt pad, this nice laminated stock, Tang safety, a one-piece scope rail, the Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger, a very nice, light, crisp trigger, adjustable in pull weight. And most importantly, this heavy contour target barrel, capped with a .528 barrel threads, will really help you get the most out of your accuracy work and really enjoy shooting this new Ruger American Rimfire. So you can see the Ruger American Rimfire Target model at your local...
Have a pretty cool rifle. Now, if you're just looking at it from the outside, it looks like a Henry Frontier. It's not a Frontier. This is actually their small game rifle. They actually make the rifle model and also the carbine. They make them in the 22 long rifle, which will shoot 22 long rifle, 22 short, and also 22 long, but they also make them in 22 Magnum. Now, what sets this rifle apart from the regular Frontier is when people usually buy a Frontier, they do two upgrades on it. One being the rear peep sight here, and this particular peep sight is made by Skinner. And they also opt to get the larger loop handle. What this will allow you to do is to get quicker target acquisition on the rear peep sight when you're going small game hunting. And in the winter time, if you're wearing gloves, the large loop handle really comes in handy. Let's talk about the rifle. The rifle has a 20-inch octagonal barrel, and of course the brass front bead sight, and of course I've already mentioned the Skinner sight. The rifle holds 16 rounds, and let's put a few rounds on target. She's a pretty good shooter. Now, let's talk about the carbine a little bit. The carbine has a 12-round magazine compared to the rifle, which has a 16-round magazine. And the barrel on the carbine is 16¼ inches long compared to the 20-inch barrel that's on the rifle. Now, you're going to trade off a little bit of ammo going from the rifle to the carbine, but it's well worth it if you're hunting in a lot of tight spots, such as thickets and in the woods. It makes the rifle much more maneuverable when you're out hunting. So let's do a few shots downrange with it. It's also a very good shooter.
Thanks for watching. Product by link given in description.